I'm just saying. Oh, welcome back, folks. Part 7-ish, I think. Modern Mystic Messages. Love you, fam. But I'm just flowing a little bit here. Um, my point is, from what I've seen and understood, we've had several cataclysms. I do believe another's coming. They always do. And all of the things that we've had happening in my lifetime alone, the storms are getting crazier, and all the tsunamis and the earthquakes and the this and the that, all of those things happening, and they are ramping up. There's no doubt about that. However, there comes a point in time where, remember that movie Knowing? And I may have mentioned it in another video before too, but again, hide the truth in plain sight for us. When they first started up with television, tell lies to your vision, but they got to hide the truth in plain sight. Some of the earliest television and radio that they did when they were just testing that technology was focused on alien invasion, to scare people, to keep that fear in people. And the church wholeheartedly embraces that and propagates that. They kind of go hand in hand, and that's fine because it is what it is. But I started looking for the, like you said, the thread, the hiding in plain sight part, and seeing what's important in some of these messages that they send out here, and knowing what's important because in that movie they knew that a true cataclysm was coming that was going to literally scorch the face of the earth. So much so that they had to decide on a delegation that would be rescued from Earth, raptured up in the spaceship, while the until the Earth could be come back and be reseeded and all of that. They knew it was coming. They made plans for it. They had a contingency plan to this and that. And I think it was Nicolas Cage, whoever it was that starred in the movie. His daughter wound up being part of that delegation, but he wasn't. In the very last part of the movie, all of that, great movie, but hiding the truth in plain sight. So working on that premise, what if, as we're going in here, the planet is ascending, we know that something's coming, but they also know that we're coming up here on just about time for a cataclysm. What if they've decided to kick up the breeding program, so to speak, so they can eventually go home? Because Daddy Anu done already told them, until they fix this, they can't leave this hot mess the way it is. So, follow me. What if, and this is what's been shown to me, this is an opportunity for those who will choose to see, understand, be able to grasp it, see it for what it is, and choose it, can work closely with Inky, become the powerful creators they're intended to be, unlock some of the capabilities that we all actually have, if, well, all of those who have that, like, that lineage of DNA can. Because they say, I've even heard people in the spiritual community talking about everybody here don't have a soul. There are some soulless beings, and it's starting to come out more, especially now that I do realize we have switched timelines a bit and realities. So I'm not even, I used to, oh, that's not kind. Oh, that can't be. No, we're in a timeline and a reality where there are soulless beings, but we can be sorted out by our consciousness and what we're willing to do. And that's our opportunity to plug in, tap in, do that. That's one of the reasons they've been focusing on meditation so much. And the ones that are willing to do it wind up in a profound place. Those that aren't won't. But I also believe that it's coming to a place where not only are we going to be taught to open up some of those gifts and powers in a very real way for personal benefit. I know me personally, nothing that I've dreamt and wanted to do, and sat there and allowed myself to imagine and daydream. None of that was just for me. And I'm pretty sure it's for that way for you too when you start doing that work. But when you're learning to become a powerful manifester and you are allowing it, the transformation to happen and making that choice to decide which team you gonna work with and be that swing vote, energetically you'll become so powerful that you'll start shaping what you're going to see in the 3D. We are the creators of New Earth. We are. Starting now. It ain't waiting for somebody to rescue us. The story always tells us to wait. And those things, I'm not saying cooperative people aren't going to show up and angelic help and windfalls of money. All of that will line itself up. But we also have to realize our part, for the most part, since a lot of what we're doing is contingent on certain things lining up, and they will in time when they realize that we're ready and we start, however it looks for you. It starts with this, lining this up, getting those chakras together, understanding that it's not woo-woo, starting to really tap into that and work with that so that you can work with the energy. And it takes quite a while for some of us. Some of us take to it like a duck out of water, whatever the case may be for your story. I feel like I've been one step forward, two steps back for a long time. I'm being led to understand now, though, this is feet to the fire, crunch time. Keep it moving. Get thee to Nineveh, Jonah. So I'm obeying. This is where I am today with this. I'm sure I'm going to talk more about some of that later, but it was just such a flip side to me, because even as much as I've seen and understood about who Enlil and Enki were, today I think was the first time that real flip side choosing I was able to see, with the choose this day whom you'll serve and why it matters, and how completely that's been masked and turned around into something opposite. And again, I'm not telling nobody out here that I worship the devil as they paint it out there, as the Satanists and the Luciferians are out there playing in that awful game they're playing. I am not. But no, I don't even want to do that, because people that like to play word games want to holler about everything you say after. But no, a however or a therefore. When I really came to an understanding of who Enlil and Enki were in the larger scheme of things, I'm going to have to say, from the information that I came into and where I've naturally been led to, and the basis of who founded those ideas and ideologies when I got to it, I'm not really affiliated with any religion or any one spiritual modality. But I would have to say that I was baptized twice within the sect of Christianity, if you stop to think about it. So spirituality has always been important to me, trying to get it right. But honestly, I had to basically recall those dedications and those baptisms, because when I really, really learned the deal, if I had to ride with one or the other, I'm going to have to ride with Enki, because I'm not going to be lied to in plain sight anymore. I read the book. I read it with comprehension, but I read a bunch of other books too. So I got more comprehension. I can't rock with the ones that, the same dude that killed Yeshua and is cool with it, and deliberately led people on this money train of broken promises and dreams on a distant sky daddy. They did that on purpose and got honest, sincere people who love Yeshua and everything they thought and understood him to stand for, and all of that is real. But they got y'all walking around with the murder weapon around your neck. The pictures, the depictions of his body splayed out, offered to you on a platter by the same people that did that to him and told y'all they did that to him, and said, keep the party going and leave you 10% on the way out the door. And that has to be brought to the light of what it really truly is through all of the Abrahamic religions. Those who still know and understand that and choose to continue to line up with it, They're going to ride it till the wheels fall off. And that's fine. Those are the ones that's going to be the very maddest at me for saying that. It's fine. Keep doing you, boo. I'm talking to your children, your grandchildren, the people that have read enough to kind of water. So what? Something don't feel. Why? My grandma been on her knees till she was the 104, and my mama been on her knees, and we still sitting here in poverty. Why is that? Because you got to die to get it on the other side so you can walk on the pearly gates with the harps and the this and they literally sell you the idea that it is the fact that you're suffering through this entire life means that you're God's chosen one. And don't wait. Your suffering won't be in vain. You're going to get it on the other side. Are you kidding me? And then you get to the other side and find out, damn, I got to be reincarnated to go back through and see if I can figure out my way out the maze again, through all the lies and the blindfolds again. But that's okay, because the butterfly effect of those who are willing to speak leave enough breadcrumbs, even for yourself, that you can find it again. When I first got the idea for this channel, that's what I really thought that I was going to be doing, was leaving breadcrumbs for myself, kind of like that Arnold Schwarzenegger in the first Total Recall, when they had the computer thing and he came back to leave himself a message in case he found himself in that alternate reality for what they had done when he knew he had been mind effed. Yeah, that. So, but I also understand that doing that is real and helps other people out there too who may be having some of those same concerns, revelations, doubts, scared to say it, hadn't quite considered it. May help something click into place for them. So how dare I not say it anymore? And the ones that get mad just have to be mad. I love them all the same. Hope they can get it and understand one day. But we don't have to be confined to that. And we're not doing it for heavenly rights later. You're going to be keep churning and burning, coming right back here until you understand it. And then you can graduate to something else if you choose to. But to help humanity ascend overall, it's better if we can kind of grasp it now. Because as a man thinketh, so he is. If you choose to believe the gloom, the doom, the hellfire, damnation, that's kind of where you're marching yourself. And look, that's where most of the world is going. But it does not have to be that way. We are in the age of information, enlightenment, Aquarius, the golden age. The messages are coming. There's a whole lot of folks out in the spiritual communities beginning to channel information that can help us tap in and tune in so that we can kind of short circuit this thing and make some real benefit, not just for us now, really, yeah, for us now, but more importantly for the following generations to come. Help slingshot them past this into this so we truly can help be the anchors, the creators, the mothers and fathers of New Earth. Thank you for taking this ride with me, family. I think I'm going to stop here for a little bit. My phone needs to charge, and then I am going to come in and pull some readings with the decks. I invite you to join me. I'm not even sure what I thought I was going to say. I'll probably have to go back and watch it, listen to it, to see if there's something else that I do want to add to or clarify later. Because I was, like I said, I didn't want to get caught in my head trying to write. When I came out of meditation, I just needed to kind of get some of that out of me. So I appreciate you for listening, and I hope you got some benefit from it. Until the next videos or readings, peace and blessings to you, family. I love you so much. Namaste.